Good. Yay. Okay, so either reclining on your mat or seated. Just take this first couple minutes to tune inward. Taking a nice morning breath in. Feel the movement of prana come in and out through the nose. Lift the body, feeling like the crown of the head floats to the ceiling. The shoulders roll down the back. Sit bones, legs ground, or if you're lying down, your back just relaxes into the mat. Just set your intention for this practice to move the way your body is giving you permission to move. To use your breath as the guide, offering that permission. When the breath gets tight and sticky and even stops, that's your body saying, don't push anymore here. And when your breath feels fluid and smooth, really unrestricted, that's your body saying, keep going, you're fine here, you're safe. So let's just set that intention that is how we will guide and how we will let our practice be motivated today. Drop the hands down beside you. If you're reclined, let yourself sit up. Inhale, one hand up to the sky, do a nice side bend and move over to the second side. The breath in helps you come through upright. The breath out helps you side bend. Reaching your intention right into the side ribs, into the armpit and waist. Feeling a lengthening happening, a letting go, a releasing in that part of the body. Nice. Come back through center, let the fingers slide to the ends of the knees and begin to just do a seated cat-cow. Arching your back, tucking your chin, inhaling, lifting nice and tall. Arching your back, tucking your chin. Nice. Good. We'll come to a nice tall spine and then take a twist. So right fingers come to left knee. Left fingers just drop into the floor behind you. Chin floats out over back shoulder. Breathe. And then release and let yourself come the other way. Chin floats out over back shoulder. Nice. And then allow yourself to come back to center. Okay, move from that pose to your hands and knees. Grounding down through palms, letting knees land underneath hips. Take a long breath here. Let's do 3 cat-cows. Arching your back, tucking your chin, lifting the head and tailbone all the way up. And 2 more. When you come back to a neutral spine, just find some balance here by stretching your right fingers out in front of you and your left heel back behind you. Bring everything into that nice long straight line. Feel a bit of that juiciness building, heat in your body. Come down from that side. Same thing, left fingers, right heel. Breathe. Breathe. Hands drop back down, knees release, back toes curl under, and then press yourself into the beginning of a downward dog. Your knees stay generously bent while you start, because you really want this first pose to be about the spine.
finding its longest, straightest line, letting chest release to thighs, connecting the index finger and thumb into the ground. Breathe. Once spine finds its longest height, then you can begin to play with legs. Just noticing as you straighten and bend the knees. Noticing where there's release coming into the backs of the legs. Breathe. You can paddle your heels and sway your hips here, just letting yourself work slowly into the pose. And then lift your gaze, look at your thumbs, let your knees bend deeply so you can walk feet to hands, then come to half lift, palms perhaps on shins, lengthening the collarbones away from the hips, pulling the shoulder blades down the back. Keeping the chin soft and the back of your neck long. It's as if we're measuring the front side of the body from the pubic bone to the collarbones. And you're trying to make that front side long. Breathe there. Beautiful. Gentle bend in the knees. Inhale, hands come all the way up to sky. Exhale, drop them to your heart. Breathe in, hands come all the way up to sky. We fold forward again. Coming to that half lift, lengthening, just stretching everything out after a night in bed. Beautiful. Deep bend into the knees until your hands can plant. Step yourself back to plank and then just let yourself hold plank here. Pressing through the back heels, reaching through the crown of your head. The body drops on the top of the arm bones. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Let's drop right knee, open left hand, take a nice stretch into a half side plank. Beautiful, drop the hand down. Switch which knee is dropped, putting the left on the floor, opening up your right side body, and releasing it down. Good. With hands on the mat, you're going to stretch them out just a little bit further than they were before. Bum sinks back towards heels, armpits drop towards the floor, and then come up almost to cat-cow, then let hips sink to floor. Inhale, two hands and knees. Exhale, bum goes back. Inhale, that hands and knees pose. Exhale, hips sink forward. So the big thing about this pose is that you're moving with your breath. And when the hips sink forward, you pull the shoulders away from the ears. Yeah. Last hips forward, come up, last hips back. Let yourself come up. Nice. Palms take one step back so they're underneath your shoulders again. Back toes curl under. Go to your downward dog. Just feel how things are opening and changing. Let your gaze come to your thumbs. Knees can bend. Feet walk forward. Tabletop and release. Hands come all the way up to the sky. As you exhale, hands to hearts, take a step back with your right foot. That heel drops down into the ground and the front knee bends. Let the tailbone point to the floor. Fingers float up to the sky. Let your palms press together and as if they're holding like a butterfly, just gently in the palms. Feel as that fluttering in between your palms, like the energy of the universe just caught there. Drop down into the soles of your feet and feel how the soles of the feet connect into earth energy. Breathe.
Beautiful. Hands come back down to heart center, straighten the front leg. Take a nice deep fold forward, lengthening the crown of the head, keeping that distance along the front body. Beautiful. Breathe. Lengthening through the crown of the head. Good. And then turn your back toes and open them. Let the whole body start to unroll, opening it up. Lengthen through the top side body and bottom side body, and take your hands into Trikonasana. Breathe. Beautiful. Firm press into the feet. Let yourself come all the way up. We'll just widen the stance here and sink into a warrior two. Breathe. Front knee reaches out over that front ankle. Sink down. Yeah. Nice. Drop the shoulders, stretch through the fingertips. Allow those hips to release. Back hand drops to the back thigh. Nice opening. Just breathe into the side ribs. Let your gaze move to the top elbow. Opening. Perhaps even letting those back fingers stretch down the back leg a bit further. Breathe. And then windmill back to warrior two. Stretch through your front fingers. Slide the elbow onto the knee palm up. And then take that top hand for extended side angle. Yeah. Long straight line through the side body. Beautiful. Now start to engage the core so you can drop that elbow perhaps off the bottom leg. Top fingers come to sky here. Spread your wings. Feel the distance between your fingertips. So good. Keep the front knee bent. Pull the spine all the way back up to warrior two. Straighten that front leg. Hands come to hips. Toes point forward. Nice long spine. Fold forward. Head drops on the end of the spine. If the low back is okay, you can bring fingertips in line with the toes and let the spine just fall out of the hips. Breathe. Hands walk forward so that the spine can lift. Anchor into the feet. Bring hands to hips. Lift all the way back up. Heel step your feet together to come to the front edge of your mat. Nice. Inhale, hands come all the way to the sky. Exhale for a deep forward fold. Inhale to tabletop. Exhale, hands plant, plank. From plank, let your body lower all the way to the mat. Uncurl your toes. Keep the hands light by the shoulders. Inhale, let chest and feet peel off the floor. Exhale and release. Inhale, chest and feet peel. Exhale, release. One more time. Gentle back bend. Coming back down. Hands press back, toes curl under. You're going to downward dog. You can stop at hands and knees on the way. Breathe. Gently bring yourself into your best version of downward dog. Notice how it's shifting every time we come to it. Breathe. Breathe. One more nice long breath here. Then let your gaze shift to your thumbs, bend your knees, feet walk forward. Tabletop the back on the way up, half lifting. Exhale to fold. Long stretch, hands to sky. Bring them down to your heart. Step back with your left heel. Press that heel down into the floor. If my hands are still here, just imagine that fluttering butterfly in the pressed palms. And start to float the fingers up to the sky. Let the crown of the head follow those palms.
Front knee presses forward, back heel presses down, tailbone to the floor. That universal energy just hovering in your in the air, in your cupped hands. The soles of the feet connecting in with that earth energy. You're just the conduit between heaven and earth. Sweet work. Hands drop to heart. Lengthen the spine, straighten the front leg, fold forward. Yeah. Keep the length through the front body. Beautiful. Drop fingers to front shin. Slowly turn the back toes open and then begin to just open the side body, lengthening and lifting up your torso. Feel like the distance between armpits and hips is the same on both sides. Yeah. Drop that bottom hand down. Let your top hand reach up. Breathe. 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 Slipping on the mat. Nice. Firm press into the feet. Feel the legs push you up to standing. Sink into that front knee and then widen your stance into warrior two. Settle your shoulders, reach through the arms. Stretch that front knee right out over the ankle. Breathe. Back hand falls to the back leg, front fingers sweep up and over. Breathe, gazing to that inside of the elbow, feeling the intercostal muscles of the ribs just loosen, letting the rib cage have more expansion. Breath just pressing into that right side body. Yeah, unwind. Warrior two. Reach through the front fingers. Slide the elbow onto the knee, palm face up. Top arm stretches up overhead. Extended side angle. Reach through those top fingers. Stretch through the bottom foot. Breathe. Activate the torso so there's no leaning down into that bottom arm. Perhaps the elbow can leave. Pressing that inside, that hand on the inside of the knee, letting the top hand lift to the sky. Breathe. Breathe. Beautiful. Windmill yourself back to warrior two. Enjoy. Straighten that front leg. We've got one more forward bend here. So the toes point forward. Lengthen the top body. Fold from the hip crease. Hands to the floor. Just let yourself play here. Noticing if the spine can hang out of the hips, if the head can be heavy on the end of the spine. Respond to anything that's happening in the backs of your knees with a gentle bend. Lengthen the spine back up. Anchor into the legs, hands to hips. Flat back rises. You'll step your feet all the way back together. Yeah, we're just gonna check in here. Feet hip width are touching. Drop shoulders down the back. Feel the crown of your head float. It's like the spine is supporting the balancing skull. Breathe. Feel the soles of your feet connect. The neutral pelvis, the tall spine. Gently peel the right toes off the floor. Let the knee rise in front of you. Open it to the side. And then just choose where that foot wants to land, anywhere on the inseam of the left leg. If you are bringing your foot into the thigh, then the thigh needs to press equally back into that foot. Steady your gaze and your breath. Gently rise through the crown of your head
Take whatever arm position suits you, hands at heart, by your side. Dropping those palms down. Releasing the foot. Getting ready to do the other side. So you might just wiggle that out. Good. Other side. Okay, knee lifts. Open it up. Foot comes in, and then you bring that foot right up into, if that's where you want it. It can be anywhere on the inseam. Steady gaze and breath, choosing your arms. Palms reach down. Release the foot back down to the mat. Yeah, so good. You might wiggle that out. Come to the top edge of your mat. We'll come down to the floor for our last 7 minutes. Inhale up. Exhale, nice deep bend. In this nice deep bend, just notice if you bent your knees deeply and put your chest right on your thighs, those hands may be able to come back to your calves. Then start to just press the legs a little bit straighter. Noticing how far you can straighten the legs and still keep the chest relatively settled on the thighs. Don't hurt anything. Don't strain the hamstring tendon. Beautiful. Bend your knees deeply so the palms can connect. Sink back to plank. Hold plank. When we go down, you can choose to do the little cobra again, or you can do an up dog. Sliding the elbows beside the ribs, drop down, push off the toes, draw through. If you're coming to an up dog, lift the chest. Back toes curl under, downward dog. Gaze to thumbs, bend your knees. Your right knee comes forward to right wrist. Left leg goes back behind you. Stay right here if this is all the body can do. Allow yourself to sink deeper into the hips if you like. Breathe. It doesn't need to be, we don't need to go too deep. You just start thinking about your body weight shifting down through that right hip. Still keeping the left hip level. Beautiful. And now roll onto your right bum cheek. Sweep the back foot forward. The heel can come right to the shin, or you can pick the left foot up and put the heel to the thigh side of that bottom folded knee. Sit tall and twist. Right arm hugs left knee. Left fingers go into the floor. Chin follows back shoulder. Every inhale reminds your spine to be tall. Unwind. Good. We're going to take this front leg and stretch it right back behind you again. Come onto your palms. Those back toes curl under. Take the right foot back. Drop your left knee and just push into a runner's lunge. You can stay there, or if you want one more downward dog here to let blood flow back in the right leg, you can do a downward dog or runner's lunge. Left knee comes forward to left wrist, toes go to the right side of the mat. Reach that right leg back. We don't need to go in super deep right now. We're just letting body weight sink into hips. You can lift tall to do that. Breathe. Allow yourself to roll into the left hip. Sweep the right leg forward. Place that right foot on the shin side or the thigh side of the bottom knee. And then left elbow hugs. Right fingers reach to the floor behind you. Spine is tall, chin floats back. And then release. Chin, shoulders, unwind. Preparing for just like a simple and easy Shavasana. Allow yourself to come onto the floor. Heels slide up towards the bum, in line with the sit bones, hands drop by the thighs. Lift into a little bridge. Using the soles of your feet to press into the floor, not letting your knees splay open. Using the power of your legs to push the hips higher to the sky, to let the chest draw into the chin. You can clasp hands, pushing the pinkies into the floor, or you can use your thumbs to hook onto your waist. Release your hands, let the spine lower to the mat. Relax your whole back. Drop your knees together, expand and extend your legs. Close your eyes and return your full attention to your breath. Notice the activation as your breath and movement just woke up the cells of your body. Your inhale, also called your inspire, your inspiration. Your inspiration filling each cell, both literally and metaphorically. Feel how you have been enlivened today. Wiggle fingers and toes. Maybe you're gonna roll on your back. Maybe you're gonna do some big stretches. When you're ready, coming back to seated. Our short Thursday morning flow. Perfect. Thanks for joining me. Namaste.